Hey guys, it's Dahlia back for another vlog. So, you may have noticed that this week I was not consistent on my vlog, so there's no like written rule that I have to do 5 a week. But I wanted to do one every day after work, but it was proven to be harder, I think on Tuesday and yesterday. So Tuesday and Thursday you're missing some vlogs. Obviously you know that by now, but it's mostly because Tuesday I cut out of work early and met a friend for coffee, and then by the time I get home I was exhausted. And then yesterday, where did the time go? Oh, yesterday was supposed to be a designing day. Well, that didn't work out because I had so much on my plate that had to be taken care of, like those things that have to be taken care of on a certain day, that by the time you know it, it was the end of the day. So I was like, okay, so I won't be designing. And today I was gonna move it to today, but I was like, there's no way. I'm working on Amazon webinar. In fact, let me just share with you guys what I'm up to. I'm pretty much, well, after this video, I'll be finishing up the last bit of it. I'm pretty much done. I have 3 videos left to record, and one is probably gonna take 10 minutes. The other one, I'm trying to look for it. Ah, the other one probably gonna take 10 minutes. And the last one might take around 20 to 30. So we're looking at, let's say, an hour's worth of work left. So I feel confident about it's going to be fine. However, there's like, there, guys, I teach a certain way. I teach in a way that most people say it's easy to understand. And I pride myself in that because, you know, I want to make sure you guys understand the things I'm trying to teach you. However, sometimes because I know exactly what I'm doing, I may not teach it thoroughly enough where you understand it. Let's say if you know absolutely nothing, because I know a lot, I may not, break it down enough for you. Anyway, so when I was doing one of the sections, one of the videos, the advertising section, not too long ago, like an hour ago, I was questioning it to my assistant. I said, I'm not sure, I get it. If I rewatch it, I completely get it, but I'm not sure if I broke it down good enough. And, I was questioning back and forth with her, and I explained why. And I said, I could sit here and explain forever. So instead, I said to her, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to release it into the world for my members. And then I'll ask for some feedback. So if people are like, yeah, I don't quite understand how you got to this from this, then I'll probably have to re-record that 1 or 2 videos. It just depends. I just, sometimes I have to remember to put myself in your shoes, or my members' shoes, and see how it is that they learned. What do I have to break down even further? And this is why I redo webinars, for that reason, and because things upgrade on the platform. Things change on Etsy, or things, or I'm better at something and I want to explain it. So anyway, so just in case you're listening and you have the Amazon webinar, I'm gonna need your feedback. Well, on anything, of course, but particularly on the advertising section. And you know what? I may be able to make things more clearer for you if you give me some feedback, but it's still a difficult section because, situations will vary depending on what your goals are for advertising, what your spend is. Like, I can't tell you blanket what to do because you don't want to spend $10 a day, or you don't want to spend $30 a day, or what I'm saying. So everything's going to vary. So I kind of taught some basic principles as well as how to troubleshoot. So I hope you guys understand that. It means a lot to me that when I put something out there, especially a webinar, that I do the best job that I can. And sometimes I question because I'm teaching things the way I know it, and I try to break it down, or some people say dumb it down, but sometimes it's hard because I'm in my own shoes. You get it, right? All right. So I'm excited to get this done, and then hopefully sometime today I'll upload all the videos into the Amazon platform. By the time you're watching this, I can imagine it's already released to you. So, having said that, make sure you give me some feedback on some of the updated videos, particularly if I can better explain something. Obviously, if you have a question, you're more than welcome to ask it in the group. Just that's always in general. But if you feel like, this video, could be more cohesive, I don't know, just give me some feedback. I would appreciate it. And if you don't have the webinar, then you can't. But if you want to purchase it, I'll try to remember to leave a link down below. Okay, I'm very, very excited because quite a bit has went into this. Next week, I will do the cheat sheets I need to, and then launch. What's today's date? I'm very excited, guys. I've been working on this redo for such a long time. What's today's date? Okie dokie. So today's the 22nd. Next week, Friday's the 29th. So okay. It is going to be relaunched on the October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, something like that. And I might have a bonus for people. Yeah, I might do something fun. The relaunch is pretty much just the upgraded content, but I may do something special for people that want to purchase it. I'll think about this next week before the week of launch. But anyway, so it's almost done. Very excited. I will tell you what's on my plate afterwards. I think I mentioned in the vlog that I forgot what's actually going to happen after the Amazon webinar. But after the Amazon webinar, I have to-do lists, this long for my website, for my regular, e-commerce business. So I love you guys, and I'll still be answering your questions, doing all that stuff. But I have to kind of focus on modern pink paper and get some things kind of, going with that, and I know that I have my workflow planned out that Mondays and Thursdays is modern pink paper days, but I may have to change that. I don't know, guys. No, I like that idea. I just, when I'm in webinar mode, I pretty much can't follow my workflow schedule. I'm trying to get it out in a timely manner. So maybe when it's done, I will go back to Mondays and Thursdays, modern pink paper, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, handmade mastermind, and Fridays is usually a whole bunch of office crap that I have to do. But I may make it a modern pink paper day as well. We'll see. Okay, so exciting stuff. I just came back from lunch break, so I'm recording this like during the day, not at the end of the day. But I bought some stuff from Hobby Lobby. Okay. So, hold on. So I bought tons of color paper. You may ask, well, what you buying color paper for? Well, if you followed my vlogs before, you will know that I'm getting my photographer to take some new photos, and I want them on colored backgrounds. So pretty, right? I can't do a fan, and it might be hard to see the colors on here, but sorry, I love paper, so this is a very big deal for me, just in general, to be next to it. And I will be sending this to her. I have her box ready, so I'm going to just go over a couple things with my assistant regarding this. Just I like to fill her in, and then I am going to package it up and ship it. And oh, I gotta label them. So some colors are evident, like this is definitely a gray, but then there's other colors my photographer may not know what I'm referring to. So I don't know how I'm gonna label them so I don't ruin the paper. Maybe on the one side. I don't know yet. I gotta figure it out with my assistant. So do I have removable paper? Removable thing? I don't know. I'll figure that out and then package it up to her, send it. So hopefully by Monday, Tuesday, the latest, she gets it all. And then that week, give or take, she should start. It should take her, she said, 2 days. So by the end of next week, she shoots my products from start to finish, morning to night, or whatever time she finishes. So by the end of next week, I think the latest we should have my photos, and by super latest, just in case I'm hard to deal with, which I doubt because my photographer is fantastic. She understands my vision completely. The beginning of next, which is perfect because it's right when Amazon webinar hits. I release it out to you guys, and then when I'm done with it, go to my website stuff, and that's why I need my photos. I need my photos for to use my website. Guys, I'm so excited. When I redo my website, I feel like I'm giving it a facelift. I feel like I'm giving it a makeover. Yeah, big time, big time. And I'll be making sure that I screenshot the before, and I'll show you the after. It's gonna be amazing. Let me put this away so it doesn't get dirty. And then of course, first of all, I went to Hobby Lobby, right? And usually they have 50% off of these things all the time. I walked in on a day that they didn't have 50% off. She's like, you could bring your receipt back, and on Monday, and we could give you a adjustment, and to bring back all the paper. I'm like, the paper will be with my photographer. And certainly I could get an adjustment. What's the rules here? I don't know. Probably 14 days. I don't know, but I probably could get an adjustment. Um, Maybe when I get back the paper because she ships my products back to me. So we'll see, but it's not usually, well, I paid a lot of money for it. It's like $60 worth of paper here. Literally $60 I paid. So obviously that would be 30 bucks I would get back, and that's cool. I like 30 bucks. But only if if I'm in that neighborhood. I mean, it's not far from me, but still, I usually don't like care to go back, especially have to bring back the paper. So annoying. Um, So we'll see we'll see what she does and how quickly she get back the paper to me. I might get an adjustment. If not, I won't lose sleep over it. But I'm happy to still have this paper in my life because these are the okay. Belongs here. These are the colors I regularly use if I want to take photos for myself, like not for myself, like for social media or for whatever. I'm able to. My photographer is much better at lighting than I am, but I know my way around the camera, so I think I'll be good. Anyway, I'm very excited about that. What else did I want to tell you? Okay, so it's the weekend. Today I'm just cleaning house, literally cleaning house, binge watching some YouTube videos on the TV. By the way, Xfinity, if you have Xfinity, okay, Comcast, they now, you know the remote where you talk to it. I tell it YouTube, it puts on the app YouTube, and I can watch my YouTube videos from there. Amazing. I don't need an HDMI cable, nothing. So I'm just very excited about that. I binge watching my YouTube videos while I'm cleaning the house, etc., etc. Dinner is really simple today. Well, my husband's out for my daughter's soccer practice and his gym. Um, and then what else? Okay, so that's that. Tomorrow morning, my daughter's soccer game, and then afternoon, we're going to like a Houston women's soccer game slash tournament thing. And we bought tickets, and my daughter's gonna get to be in the tunnel where the players run out, right? Or something like that. I don't know how it works in soccer. And she's gonna bring one of her jerseys to get one of the team members, whatever you call them, I'm sorry, to sign it. So she doesn't know that yet. I'm very excited to tell her. She also doesn't know we're going to my sister's house just for Saturday, which is kind of cool. And then Sunday, I have a photographer friend who lives by me, and she posted on her Facebook if wait, she's about to do like these Christmas mini sessions, and she would like kid models to take pictures of, so she could show people her little setup, and then families would be interested and also purchase. So I said, I responded, I was like, yeah, you can use my girls. So then she wrote back, she's like, perfect. So it's done. Sunday, we're going to go meet her. It's like 20 minutes away from me, and we're going to take Christmas photos. Yes, I know we're not even close to being Christmas, but technically we are. And it's kind of hot outside, but they will be wearing wintry type of clothing because it's a winter type of, photo shoot. Guys, I went yesterday to the mall after work. It took me a while, but I got them the cutest outfits. And I will show you that when that releases. So I'm excited about that. Christmas photos of my two girls. And what else? That is it. I am going to finish the day by recording some more things for the Amazon webinar, putting those up. Again, not publishing it to the public yet, but at least having it set. And then effectively plan my week for next week. So not always do I plan my week on Fridays. I usually come in on Mondays. I plan the week on Monday. Depending on how I feel, my anxiety, I might plan it on a Sunday. But today I want to plan it for the whole entire week. So what's gonna look like is, in no particular order, but I'll spread this throughout the week. I will be making the cheat sheets that I need to. If there's any worksheets for this webinar, I will wait. Cheat sheets, worksheets. I have things uploaded. I will have to plan what my topics will be for the week after for the Facebook Lives and things. So pretty much marketing the course and things like that. Getting people hyped up on Amazon, which is always fantastic platform to be on. If you're watching this and you're not on Amazon and you're allowed to be or you're able to be, then why aren't you? So I'm like checking my sales. I made some changes to some of my listings and I'm like waiting for it to go through to see if somebody picked a certain option. Anyway, I'm such a dork. Okay, so what else am I up to? You know, I was reading vlog comments earlier, and honestly, guys, I have such a horrible memory sometimes that when I see the comments, I'm like, what did I talk about in this vlog, you know? But what if it had to do with my stress and anxiety of, you know, my husband and I working together, blah, blah, blah. And somebody's like, you work too hard, you need a vacation, you know? And I want to make something very, very clear. I'm not like, I'm not this huge psychopath that does videos every day, meaning I don't want you to think that my life's a mess and that I'm always like tense and stressed and everything. You're just getting everything I feel condensed into one like 20, 30-minute video here, right? But I won't lie, like, you know what I'm saying, like ups and downs. Like I don't know how much people are watching this that could relate to me like exactly. The type of business that I have, I have employees, the type of, you know, the amount of money I make. So of course, the more money you make, the more stress you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not gonna lie, there is stress, but I don't want people to think that I'm like a big old ball of mess after this video is like I close this video. I don't want you to think that like I'm running around with my hair like sometimes I do, but it's not all the time. Effectively, when I get anxiety, now I'll talk about it more maybe in a video next week, more about my anxiety and how I deal with it. But usually when I get anxiety, I first of all I try to calm myself down, just calm down. I tell myself to calm down, and then I remind myself that there are much like much more there's people much worse off than me. So don't feel like your problems are that big of a deal. So helps me put in perspective that my problems are not that big of a deal. Regardless if it's website issues, regardless of this, you know what I'm saying? Like I try to remember, sometimes it's hard to remember that. But I try to remember to tell myself that. And usually that calms me down, which is awesome because listen, I don't take medicine for my anxiety. I don't have health care to get medicine at a good price for my anxiety, but that's not really what it is. I just don't want to take medicine for it. And I have it under control for the most part. Depending on what the issue is, it might, it might be very hard for me. But I mentioned it, and I think it was yesterday's or the day before's vlog. As you get used to um, doing things for your business that you're not used to doing, it causes anxiety. Then when you get used to it, it doesn't anymore. It's like I told you before, like driving, you know, a car when you first learn, it's like, oh, and then eventually like you're like one hand in it, you know, like it's so easy. The same goes for anything I do in my business. I'm always growing, so um, you know, I'm always doing things that I'm not used to, which causes me anxiety. I'm always dealing with new employee issues, which cause me anxiety. Da, da, da. Eventually, I get used to them. I know how to deal with them. It's not such a big deal anymore. But because I'm growing my business, I'm always going to have another level of anxiety that's going to come up. I don't think, you know, running your own business is for everybody, but anxiety comes in any other form. Like you don't have to run your own business to get this type of anxiety and stress. You know, usually it could come up with you when you work outside, you know, for somebody. Um, but I feel like it's a different ball game. I feel like you guys know if you work for yourself. I feel like it's a different ball game if you work for yourself. Um, the type of stress that's on you. Anyway, so I'll let you know that I'm okay. I handle it. Sometimes first of all, there's no doubt about it. I handle it, but I have my ups and downs. And sometimes throughout the day, and sometimes like, here's my day, and it sort of levels out. And sometimes it's a couple times a day, and sometimes I go over the whole week without anything, and sometimes, you know, over a span of 2 weeks, it's once and twice, you know, so it will vary depending on what's on my plate, depending on like a lot of things. Like I don't really have any customer issues that ever give me anxiety. And again, I want to talk about it more maybe on Monday's vlog. But when I have a customer issue that gives me anxiety, I handle it. I handle it. It is not worth the stress for me. I handle it so I don't have to worry about it. Okay. Um, and the same goes for, well, I don't really have issues with you guys either. I mean, but sometimes I feel like I do this because I enjoy it. I do handmade mastermind because I enjoy it. But some days it's harder than others, like to get on Facebook Live because I'm very tired in the morning or whatever. Um, I just, I'm trying to articulate it. But now I lost my train of thought. This is the life of me, guys. Deal with it. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, don't worry about me. I'm fine. But I will tell you that I go through, ups and downs of stress or anxiety often enough. Nothing crazy, but I learned how to deal with it, and I'm trying to take away some things. But again, more about anxiety stuff on Monday. I'll talk about it. I'll talk about what causes it for me, particularly, how I handle it in each scenario, so on and so forth. Okay. I'm so excited it's the weekend. Where's my assistant? She messaged me saying she's gonna be late back from lunch, and I said to her that's fine, but I don't know how late. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Today was kind of like almost an update type of vlog, right? I didn't have any particular, you know, um, agenda for today's vlog. I just kind of go. But next week on Monday, I'm going to talk about anxiety slash stress, and how I handle it in business, how I handle it in personal life, and why my flare-ups come. It's not something I'm ashamed of. It's just there, and it's annoying, to be honest, because if people don't understand it, they hear about it, they either judge me or they don't understand why I can't deal with it or whatever. But I used to be worse off, I would say, when it came to handling it. So I think I'm better. Anyway, enough about that. You guys enjoy your weekend, and I will see you Monday. All right? Bye.